Friends, we welcome you to the Legal Breeze. Today we'll be discussing an emerging topic known as moonlighting. What is the meaning of moonlighting? What is the economic and legal implications arising out of this moonlighting? What is the constitutional aspect of moonlighting? And what is the way forward to resolve this crisis? These are all the few issues which we would like to discuss with you through this video. You may ask me what is the importance of this. People would have told you that recently one of the IT giant in this country known as Wipro has sacked more than 300 plus employees suddenly because the institution find that they have indulged in moonlighting. This shows the gravity of this problem. Let us come back. What is the meaning of moonlighting? That it's not associated with romance, it's not associated with space program, it is not associated with other things, but it is associated to some extent, I say, economics, poverty, and labor law, particularly employment rights, employer employee relationship. There are certain gray areas. This crisis has not been addressed even in the new labor code. You may refer section 2ZR of the newly developed new labor code on industrial relationship or industrial dispute. Please refer it. This subject matter is scattered different across the states. We have Factories Act, we have Shops and Establishments Act. This is not only for the manufacturing industry, it is also associated with the service industry. So this is not purely regulated by law. At the same time, one cannot say it is unregulated by law. And largely it is regulated by the contracts. It is not, this is the domestic environment. If you refer Article 39, particularly Class E, Class F of the Constitution, which clearly prohibits moonlighting. I'm sorry, I didn't explain you moonlighting. Moonlighting means a worker or an employee working more than one establishment at a given point of time. You may ask me how it is feasible. I'll be working in an establishment as a full-time employee. In the remaining hours after my work hours, I may go and work in some other establishment for my gains. This is not a problem for many companies. But what happens when a given employee go work as a full-time employee in a particular reputed company and works parallelly to some other company which happens to be a rivalry in their business? Thereby, you may disclose certain confidential information, violate trade secret, many things. This is not only purely regulated by the constitution, the domestic law, it is to a greater extent, I believe it is regulated by WTO also. You may ask me how. Please refer Article 39 of the TRIPS agreement of WTO. You may ask how TRIPS is connected with this. TRIPS, please remember, TRIPS is not merely connected with the service industry, it is also associated with the manufacturing industry. Though India has not made any specific legislation to address this particular aspect, for all other things you have Patent Act, GI Act, Designs Act, something like that. There is no Trade Secret Act as it is available in the countries like US. But this is largely governed for a quite long time through the contractual provisions. If the contract of employment prohibits in clear-cut terms that you cannot have employment in some other business or some other entities, the doors are shut down. This is not a mere labor right, it is also associated with the rights of the employer and the whole industry concerned. So that is the problem. This issue has been cropped up now. So, what is the way forward? Um, Certainly, strength of the employees is very necessary. Health of the employee is very necessary. And today, we also come across some MNCs are also announcing that they can work for 4 days, remaining 3 days they can take for leave, and remaining these 3 days, these people may go and work in some other companies. People may take CL here and work in some other company. These are all not permitted as on date. So again, it calls for a new outlook, a fresh look, a fresh start on the labor reforms. On the one hand, we need to take care of the health of the laborers because this problem is huge because of the pandemic. During the pandemic, people have undergone a lot of challenges, including huge financial impediments, health, all other things. Now, the employment market is rebounding, and people wanted to use it as quickly as possible so that they can overcome all the shadows what they have got it at the cost of their health. That shall not be permitted because ultimately, the health of the nation, the economic growth cannot be calculated mere in terms of GDP. Certainly, it should be measured in human index such as health and education, all these things. We believe the policy takers will take care of this, and judiciary will also address this issue effectively. God bless you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.